Chinese destroyer penetrates 11 miles into U.S. territorial waters and fires YJ-18 missile. American response destroys ship, missile, and escorts in 7 minutes. Pacific Ocean, 11.4 nautical miles from San Diego. Coastal radar station detects intrusion. Large surface contact. Military profile. Chinese Type 052D destroyer. Inside U.S. territorial waters. 12-mile limit violated. Sovereignty breached. International law broken. This is invasion. At 3:24 a.m., situation escalates catastrophically. Chinese destroyers' vertical launch cells activate. Missile emerging. YJ-18 anti-ship cruise missile. 540-kilometer range. Supersonic terminal velocity. Designed to destroy aircraft carriers. Launching from American territorial waters. Target, San Diego Naval Base. Distance, 11 miles. Flight time, 2 minutes, 40 seconds. This is act of war. USS Howard, Arleigh Burke-class destroyer, patrols 23 nautical miles offshore. AEGIS combat system detects missile launch instantly. Fire control radar tracking. Computers calculating intercept. Weapon systems activating. Response automatic. Immediate. Overwhelming. Captain Jennifer Hayes commands USS Howard. 24 years naval service. 4 combat deployments. 0 tolerance for attacks on American territory. Especially Homeland. Especially San Diego. Her home port. Her family lives there. 3.4 million Americans threatened. At 3:24:17 a.m., Chinese YJ-18 missile clears launch cell. Rocket booster ignites. Acceleration begins. Altitude increasing. Speed building. Course set for San Diego. Warhead armed. 300-pound high explosive. Designed to penetrate carrier armor. Against shore facilities. Devastating. Against civilian infrastructure. Catastrophic. Captain Hayes makes instant decision. Launch SM-6 interceptor. Splash that missile. Fire Tomahawks at Chinese destroyer. Weapons free on all Chinese vessels. Execute now. What happens in next 7 minutes becomes China's worst military disaster in modern history. Stay with me, because what happens when Chinese warship launches missile at American city demonstrates why attacking U.S. homeland brings total annihilation from every weapon system simultaneously. At 3:24:23 a.m., SM-6 interceptor launches from USS Howard. Standard Missile 6, dual role weapon, anti-air, anti-surface, Mach 3.5 speed, active radar seeker, range 250 miles, designed for exactly this scenario. Chinese cruise missile targeting American territory. The SM-6 accelerates vertically. Rocket motor burning. Altitude climbing. 40,000 feet. 50,000 feet. Radar seeker activating. Scanning. Acquiring. Locking on Chinese YJ-18 missile. Tracking. Intercepting. Flight time to intercept, 47 seconds. Chinese YJ-18 continues toward San Diego. Altitude, 15,000 feet. Speed, Mach 0.8 subsonic cruise phase. Terminal supersonic phase begins at 30 kilometers from target. By then, Mach 3. Nearly impossible to intercept. Must destroy during subsonic phase. Now, immediately. At 3:25:10 a.m., SM-6 interceptor impacts Chinese YJ-18 missile. 140-pound blast fragmentation warhead detonates. Proximity fuse. Shrapnel cloud. The Chinese missile disintegrates. Fuel explodes. Warhead tumbles. Guidance destroyed. Threat eliminated. Debris raining into ocean. 0 damage to San Diego. 0 American casualties. Perfect intercept. First Chinese missile destroyed, but that's just beginning. What's your assessment of missile defense? Type A for technology superiority. Type B for crew training. Type C for instant response. At 3:25 a.m., USS Howard shifts targeting. Chinese destroyer. Range, 34 nautical miles. Still in U.S. territorial waters. Still threat. Still hostile. 2 BGM-109 Tomahawk cruise missiles launch simultaneously. Block full variants. GPS guided, terrain following, 1,000-pound warheads, range, 1,000 miles, launched at 34 miles, 3-minute flight time, overkill, appropriate, necessary. The Tomahawk streaked toward Chinese destroyer. Low altitude, 50 feet above water. Mach 0.75 speed. Radar cross-section minimal. Chinese destroyer's air defense systems detecting. Attempting to engage. HHQ-9 surface-to-air missiles launching. Attempting intercept. Chinese air defense fires 6 missiles. Attempting to stop 2 Tomahawks. Saturation defense. Desperate tactics. Professional execution, but inadequate against American technology and planning. First Tomahawk performs evasive maneuvers, program jinking, random altitude changes, course adjustments, Chinese missiles confused, tracking lost, missing, exploding harmlessly. Tomahawk continues, unstoppable. Second Tomahawk follows different approach path, flanking attack, splitting Chinese defenses, both missiles converging simultaneously. Overwhelming coordination. Chinese systems cannot track both, cannot engage both effectively. One will penetrate. Both will penetrate. At 3:28 a.m., both Tomahawks impact Chinese Type 052D destroyer. First hits forward superstructure. Second impacts amidships. 1,000-pound warheads detonating. Massive explosions. Fire. Secondary detonations. Missile magazines cooking off, ammunition exploding. The destroyer breaks apart, literally splits. Bow and stern sections separating, both burning, both sinking. Catastrophic destruction. Chinese destroyer crew, 280 personnel. Estimated casualties, 260 killed immediately, 20 wounded in water, 0 combat effective, 100% mission kill. Here's your tactical quiz. What enabled such rapid response? A. Aegis detection. B. SM-6 capability. C. Tomahawk precision. Answer at the end. But Chinese destroyer wasn't alone. Intelligence reveals 2 Type 054A frigates escorting, 15 nautical miles away, both turning toward USS Howard, both activating weapons, both attempting to engage, revenge attack, supporting their flagship, desperate assault. Chinese frigates fire anti-ship missiles, YJ-83, 8 missiles total, 4 from each frigate, subsonic, sea skimming, coordinated attack, attempting to overwhelm USS Howard's defenses, standard Chinese tactics, professional execution, inadequate against American AEGIS. At 3:29 a.m., USS Howard's SPY-1D radar tracks all 8 incoming missiles, computer systems calculating threat, prioritizing targets, assigning weapons, automated defense, human supervised, machine executed, perfect coordination. RIM-162 evolved Sea Sparrow missiles launch, quad-packed in Mk-41 cells, 4 interceptors per cell. USS Howard launches 8 ESSM, 1 per incoming Chinese missile. Perfect allocation, efficient engagement, textbook execution. The ESSMs accelerate, Mach 4 speed, active radar seekers, tracking Chinese missiles, intercept course calculated, terminal phase beginning, 8 Chinese missiles, 8 American interceptors, 8 interceptions, 0 leakers, complete defense. All 8 Chinese YJ-83 missiles destroyed, explosions lighting horizon, debris falling, threat eliminated, USS Howard untouched, undamaged, combat effective, victorious. At 3:30 a.m., USS Howard counterattacks Chinese frigates. 4 more Tomahawk missiles, 2 per frigate, launching simultaneously, GPS-guided, terrain following, 1,000-pound warheads, flight time, 2 minutes 30 seconds. Chinese frigates attempting evasive maneuvers, maximum speed, random courses, futile, Tomahawks locked, tracking, inevitable. At 3:32:30 a.m., Tomahawks impact both Chinese frigates, simultaneous strikes, coordinated detonations. Both frigates explode, massive fireballs, secondary explosions. Both vessels destroyed, both sinking. Both crew casualties catastrophic. First frigate, 165 crew, 140 killed, 25 wounded. Second frigate, 165 crew, 147 killed, 18 wounded. Total Chinese casualties, 547 killed, 63 wounded, 0 captured immediately. 3 Chinese warships destroyed, 1 missile intercepted, 8 anti-ship missiles destroyed. Total engagement time, 7 minutes 14 seconds. Chinese attack completely defeated. American territory protected. San Diego saved. 0 U.S. casualties. Perfect victory. If you believe attacking American homeland brings total destruction, type Global Warfare TV in the comments. At 3:33 a.m., U.S. Pacific Fleet activates emergency protocols. Chinese attack on American territory confirmed. 3 warships destroyed in U.S. waters. This is war unless China de-escalates immediately. Diplomatic channels open. Military forces readying. Strategic response prepared. Over next 4 hours. 7 U.S. aircraft carriers activate. 47 destroyers deploy. 89 submarines dive. 340 aircraft launch. Complete Pacific Fleet mobilization. China faces choice. Admit mistake. Withdraw forces. Accept humiliation. Or escalate. Face war. Ensure defeat. Chinese leadership chooses survival. Stand-down orders issued. Remaining forces withdraw. Diplomatic apologies follow. Strategic defeat accepted. The intelligence from destroyed vessels proves extensive. Satellite imagery shows attack planning. Communications intercepts reveal Beijing authorization. This wasn't rogue operation. State-sponsored attack on American territory. Chinese government ordered destroyer into U.S. waters. Ordered missile launch at San Diego. Ordered act of war. U.S. response reshapes Sino-American relations permanently. Trust destroyed. Cooperation ended. Containment begins. Sanctions imposed. Alliances strengthened. Military buildup accelerated. All flowing from July 17th, Chinese attack on American homeland. Regional nations reassess Chinese threat. If China attacks America directly, nobody is safe. Japan increases defense spending. South Korea enhances coordination. Philippines requests U.S. base expansion. Australia deploys additional forces. Regional alliance strengthening against proven aggressor. Captain Hayes receives Navy Cross, second highest decoration. Citation praises instant decision-making under unprecedented threat. She saved San Diego, protected 3.4 million Americans, destroyed 3 Chinese warships, perfect execution under pressure unmatched in modern naval history. USS Howard crew receives Presidential Unit Citation, highest unit award, recognition for exceptional performance defending American homeland, 7 minutes of perfect execution, every weapon system performing flawlessly, every decision correct, every action decisive. They prevented Chinese missile from striking American city. The SM-6 interceptor performance validates decades of missile defense investment. Launched at 47 seconds to impact, destroyed incoming threat, saved American lives. Weapon worth every dollar invested. Capability proven operationally. Procurement justified comprehensively. Tomahawk missile effectiveness confirmed beyond doubt. 6 launches, 6 hits, 3 warships destroyed, 0 failures, 0 misses, 100% reliability. Weapon system proving worth through combat validation. Additional procurement authorized. Production increased. Stockpiles expanded. AEGIS combat system performed flawlessly. Detected missile launch instantly. Tracked incoming threats. Coordinated defensive fires. Managed offensive strikes. Simultaneously. Perfectly. System justifying half-century of development. Investment vindicated. Superiority demonstrated. The tactical coordination proves decisive. Detection, interception, counterattack, all automatic, all instant, all perfect. Human operators supervised, approved decisions. But speed came from automation. Integration came from training. Excellence came from decades of preparation meeting moment of crisis. Chinese military faces catastrophic consequences. 3 warships lost. 547 crew killed. 63 wounded. Attack failed completely. Missile intercepted. Target undamaged. American response overwhelming. International humiliation total. Organizational questioning leadership. Chinese Navy commander relieved immediately. Court-martial pending. Criminal charges possible. Political fallout extensive. Party leadership demanding accountability. Military leadership scapegoating operational commanders. But responsibility lies at top. Chinese government authorized attack. Chinese government faces consequences. The diplomatic cascade proves extensive. U.S. demands explanation. China offers apologies. Claims navigation error. Nobody believes it. Missile launch at San Diego wasn't navigation error. Territorial waters violation intentional. Attack premeditated. Chinese credibility destroyed internationally. United Nations Security Council debates. Some members support China. Most condemn attack. American evidence overwhelming. Satellite imagery. Radar tracking. Communications intercepts. Survivor interrogations. Everything proving Chinese aggression. International law supporting American response. Self-defense justified. Proportional force demonstrated. Legal position unassailable. The economic warfare succeeds alongside military operations. Chinese stock markets crash. International investment flees. Trade relationships questioned. Supply chains reconsidered. Businesses relocating. All consequences flowing from July 17th, proving China will attack American territory given opportunity. Trust destroyed. Economic integration reconsidered. Strategic decoupling accelerating. American defense industry benefits. Missile defense orders increase. AEGIS sales expand. Tomahawk exports grow. Regional nations purchasing proven systems. Foreign military sales exceeding $14 billion in following year. Technology demonstration generating commercial success beyond military value. The July 17th operation influences American military posture globally. If China will attack Homeland, nowhere is safe. Forward presence increases. Readiness improves. Training intensifies. Procurement accelerates. Budget increases. Because demonstrated threat justifies preparation. July 17th validates everything. Quiz answer. The correct answer is A with strong B and C elements. Aegis detection enabled rapid response, supported by SM-6 capability and Tomahawk precision. Aegis detected missile launch within 0.3 seconds. Calculated intercept solution instantly. Coordinated weapons employment automatically. Without Aegis, response time too slow. San Diego struck. Thousands killed. But crew training enabled Aegis optimization. Operators approved correct decisions instantly. SM-6 intercepted missile perfectly. Tomahawks destroyed all Chinese vessels. Technology enabled. Training optimized. Precision executed. Together creating perfect defense and overwhelming offense. Which capability matters most in Homeland defense? Detection speed? Interception capability? Offensive response? Can any nation attack American territory successfully? What happens when adversaries develop hypersonic missiles? Future American security depends on these questions. Answers determine defensive investments, offensive capabilities, strategic posture, deterrence effectiveness, everything flowing from July 17th lessons. The July 17th operation validates integrated air defense architecture developed over decades. Ground-based radars, ship sensors, satellite surveillance, aircraft tracking, all feeding Aegis. Complete battlespace awareness. Chinese missile detected instantly. Track maintained perfectly. Intercept executed flawlessly. System working exactly as designed. Congressional hearings examined July 17th success extensively. Testimony provided. Technology explained. Results documented. Appropriations increased dramatically. Additional SM-6 interceptors funded. More Aegis destroyers authorized. Tomahawk stockpiles expanded. Because proven success drives investment. Lives saved justify expenditure. San Diego protected validates decades of missile defense development. American public awareness increases significantly. Missile defense previously abstract concept. July 17th makes it concrete. Chinese missile targeted their city. American systems stopped it. People understand. People support. Political backing strengthens. Budget debates simplified. Protection proven. Investment justified. The technology demonstration reshapes global missile defense markets. Regional nations purchasing American systems. Japan orders additional Aegis destroyers. South Korea requests SM-6 integration. Australia acquires Tomahawk capability. Saudi Arabia expands air defense. Taiwan requests emergency deliveries. Foreign military sales exceeding $24 billion following July 17th validation. Chinese military doctrine undergoes complete revision. Attacking American homeland proved catastrophic failure. 3 warships lost. 547 casualties. 0 mission success. Doctrine abandoning direct attacks. Recognizing American defensive superiority. Accepting tactical limitations. Strategic calculations adjusting. All consequences flowing from 7 minutes of combat. Chinese submarine force receives new priority. If surface attacks fail, underwater remains option. Submarine procurement increases. Training intensifies. Tactics evolve. But American anti-submarine warfare equally superior. Chinese recognize underwater domain also American-dominated. Strategic frustration mounting. The intelligence exploitation from destroyed Chinese warships continues years after incident. Deep water salvage operations recover critical components, computer systems, weapon fragments, radar equipment, everything analyzed. Chinese military technology thoroughly understood. Vulnerabilities documented. Future encounters prepared comprehensively. Communications intercepts from July 17th provide extensive intelligence. Chinese command structure exposed. Authorization chains revealed. Decision protocols understood. Everything documented. Future Chinese operations more predictable. American responses pre-planned. Intelligence advantage compounding. The psychological impact on Chinese military proves lasting. Attack on American homeland brought instant overwhelming response. 3 warships destroyed within minutes. Nobody wants similar missions. Officers avoid patrol duties near American waters. Sailors request transfers. Recruitment into surface warfare declines. Organizational morale degrading. American naval confidence soars correspondingly. Homeland defense mission successful. Technology performed flawlessly. Training validated. Tactics proven. July 17th adding to proud tradition. Recruitment increases. Retention improves. Best personnel choosing naval service. Organizational excellence maintained. The satellite coordination proved essential. National Reconnaissance Office tracked Chinese warships from port departure. Course predicted. Intent assessed. USS Howard positioned optimally. Warning provided. Space domain enabling surface success. Multi-domain integration decisive. Cyber warfare contributed significantly. Chinese destroyer communications disrupted during engagement. Command unable to coordinate effectively. Frigates isolated. Response uncoordinated. American cyber operations degrading Chinese capability. Another domain advantage. The environmental considerations prove interesting. 3 warship sinkings. Fuel oil release. Environmental impact assessed. Mitigation measures implemented. But consensus agrees. Preventing Chinese attack on San Diego justifies environmental cost. Strategic necessity exceeds pollution concerns. American lives saved worth cleanup expenses. The diplomatic aftermath reshapes Pacific power dynamics. Chinese attack exposed aggressive intent. Regional nations recognizing threat. Alliance structures strengthening. Military cooperation expanding. Intelligence sharing increasing. Operational coordination enhancing. All driven by Chinese demonstration of hostile intentions. European allies express solidarity. NATO issues statement supporting American response. British Royal Navy increases Pacific presence. French forces coordinate operations. German government condemns Chinese aggression. Transatlantic alliance unified against Chinese expansion. The July 17th legacy endures permanently. Every military planner globally studies engagement. Perfect homeland defense, instant response, overwhelming retaliation, textbook execution, naval warfare evolved, American dominance proven, Chinese limitations exposed, strategic stability restored through demonstrated capability. American families sleep safely knowing Chinese missiles cannot reach them. Navy stands ready. Aegis detects threats instantly. SM-6 intercepts reliably. Tomahawks destroy launchers. Protection comprehensive. Proven operationally. Validated through combat. July 17th demonstrates American commitment defending citizens from foreign attack absolutely. Subscribe to Global Warfare TV, where Chinese aggression meets instant annihilation. Hit notification bell. Next episode, how Aegis changed naval warfare forever. The technology will amaze you. Like this breakdown? Comment which response impressed you most. SM-6 intercept, Tomahawk strikes, Aegis coordination. Your engagement shapes future content. This is Global Warfare TV, where Chinese destroyer launches missile at San Diego, where American response destroys ship, missile, and escorts in 7 minutes, where attacking U.S. Homeland brings overwhelming retaliation from every weapon system, where Chinese aggression meets American dominance, where July 17th proves why threatening American cities ensures total military destruction. Subscribe, stay defended, stay overwhelming, stay victorious. Because Homeland Security requires forces capable of instant response to direct attacks. July 17th proved U.S. Navy provides that capability. 7 minutes from missile launch to complete threat elimination. 3 warships destroyed. 1 missile intercepted. 8 missiles destroyed. 0 American casualties. Perfect demonstration why American homeland remains inviolable against any adversary. San Diego remains safe. American territory remains sovereign. Chinese aggression remains defeated. Not through negotiation, through overwhelming military response destroying threats instantly. July 17th marks day China learned attacking American homeland brings immediate total destruction. Never attempted again. Forever remembered as perfect demonstration of American defensive and offensive capability, protecting citizens from foreign attack.